That way you'll know exactly what to do. So you want to hang out?
Throughout the week last, like, between the seasons last year. We might come up one other night. It just needs to be somewhere more than an hour, 15 minutes away. Georgetown's not counting.
You know, she has two kids in her bracket.
Lexington, close to Lexington.
Aaliyah, one kid bracket,
Yeah. So when he does his privates after, it's not so it makes it all done. And the basics are really good for him to review. It's good for him to review the basics.
Every Saturday you off and it's not.
We might start coming up on
her next match, one match.
So I think Mondays and Wednesdays are earlier, right? Mondays and Wednesdays start earlier than Tuesdays and Thursdays?
No, Mondays and Wednesdays are later. This is the 7th.
Gotcha.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are 6.
Overtime.
So we might come on Tuesday or Thursday.
That's pretty much all year.
Yeah.
They rolled around overhead. Finally, land and control. Dude never gave a point. Then the dude flipped her. He got points. Then calls in the middle. Races the kids.
Game girls play here. Get the look. Wait a minute.
Are you sure?
Right.
And the referee thinks it's he's like, why did you get a point?
Where are you going?
Because the two trophies, you got to let her get a point. I go, yeah, but she can't remember.
You should go to Jeff Ruby's
And that's where
mouth.
you're going to click.
That's like, yeah.
When the head ref comes over, they walk around.
Come on. There's 3 guys. They had extra seats. They had reservations for.
Then you better be planning like a special, like just like.
Jason stopped him.
Yeah, there you go.
Because that was the rest of the stick. You know, she really wants to
Want to fish it out?
back page first.
No, then you have to buy me with cream. You have to buy me chips.
Oh, and the
I've never been to that. I hear it's phenomenal. Oh, there you go. That's a compliment. We have in Lexington, we have this is a really nice steakhouse. I think it's comparative to Japanese from what I hear, and we go to
Most kids she wrestled were only kids she wrestled when she was found out all the others. I mean, I think the coach put her in the wrong back. Amelia was actually very good. She was the kid who was doing it. You know Alessandra Blonde that comes in here? So he's at the top of the agency, but she's been good. Hi.
Thanks for sending us videos. I appreciate it. Yeah, they moved Casey's mat, like on his last match, and it was on the other side of the arena. And Chris was over there by the Casey's match, so he videoed it for him.
Are all on track.
All right, everybody, over here. Let's go. Over here. Everybody take a seat. Right in front of me. Everybody over here. Everybody over here. Right. Good looking. Hey guys, great to have everybody out here tonight. This is my favorite class of the week. This class is designed for little kiddos just like you and brand new wrestlers. I know there's some in here, okay? And really anybody that's trying to just kind of learn the basics, okay? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best sport in the world. For those of you that are on the wrestling mat right now, getting ready to go through your first wrestling practice, man, you're lucky. Okay? Hey, pay attention, pay attention. You are lucky, okay? Because this sport, okay, is going to teach you so many things. So many things. It's going to make you tough and all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you something else. This is the oldest sport in the world. Sit right here between these two guys. There you go. This is the oldest sport in the world. Older, pay attention here real quick. Hey, older than football, older than baseball, is the oldest. It's the oldest and the best. So let me tell you about some rules. Who in here knows what rules are? Raise your hand if you know what rules are. Do you know what rules are? Because I'm going to give you about 3 of them right now. Okay? And these are the famous 3 rules of wrestling. Who in here wants to be a wrestler? Raise your hand. Okay, you better listen. You better listen right now because I'm going to tell you 3 rules. And if you can do these, you're going to be able to be a wrestler. Okay? Who thinks they know one of the rules? Yes, Aaliyah. You have to have fun. Do you love wrestling? Wrestling's fun, and wrestling's a lot of fun. Okay? If you can have fun, you're going to be awesome at something. But if you're crying all the time, and you're sad all the time, you're on a wrestling mat, oh my goodness, you might not be good at it. Okay? You got to enjoy what you do. Look at these 2 over here. Kaiser, Carson, you guys love wrestling? They wrestle pretty awesome. Okay? And that's one of the reasons why they're good. They love wrestling. They have fun in it. And I bet you your parents will tell you that, listen, you know, if you're doing something that you truly love and you have fun at it, there's a high chance you're going to be really good at what you do. You know, if you're doing something that you don't really like, I don't know. You know, it is what it is, I guess. Okay? But you got to make sure you're having fun. But let me tell you one more little secret. It's, you know, wrestling sometimes it's not always fun. Sometimes you fall down. Sometimes you lose. Little things like that. But if you can have fun, and you're not crying every time, and you're like, when mom and dad and brother said it's time to go to wrestling practice, you're like, yes. Or if you're like me, when mom and dad woke me up in the morning and they said, it's time to go wrestle, I was so excited. Okay? I hope that's you guys. That's one rule. Let's talk about another rule. Okay, so rule number 1, have fun. What's another rule? Yeah. You got it. Think about it. Take a guess. He's frozen. I'll give you 6 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, you got it. He got it. You got to listen. You got to listen. Who in here understands what listening means? Okay? And here's what's really important about listening. Okay? If you're looking at me, can I see everybody's eyes real quick? Can I see everybody's eyes? Guess what? Hey, I know you're listening to me right now. You know why I know you're listening to me right now? Because you're watching me. Okay? You know, if you're turning around over there, like my little guy over here just a few minutes ago, that was easy to know he wasn't listening, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I mean, he's facing that way. He ain't listening. He's not going to learn anything. Okay? So, in wrestling, who in here wants to win? Yep. You better listen. I'm going to teach you moves. If you don't listen to your coaches, and if you don't listen to people that are trying to help you, guess what? You know, you're going to get in trouble. And, you know, in school, you might have to go sit in a corner or something like that, but guess what happens when you get in trouble in wrestling? You get picked up, dropped down, squeezed, pinned. That hurts. Okay? So, this class and every class, if you want to be champions, pay attention. Listen. Okay? Be a good student. And that's the same in school. Okay? Let's talk to these 3 over there. Holden, what are your grades? All A's. Carson, what are your grades? All A's. Kaiser, what are yours? All 3 of these guys who are good examples, straight A's. National level wrestlers. These 2 here are back-to-back state champions in Ohio. You know, I mean, they're studs. Okay? Straight A's. Okay? So that's important. If you can be good in school, you're going to be able to be a good wrestler. So pay attention and listen. That's rule number 2. So we got 2 of them so far. Have fun. Who in here likes to have fun? Nice. Who in here can listen? Okay, so that's 2 out of the 3. The third one It's a doozy. Who in here knows what rule number 3 is? Yes, sir.
Work hard.
You gotta work hard. Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I told you this is the oldest sport in the world. I told you this is the best sport in the world. Hey, if this is your first practice, listen up right now. This is the toughest one. This sport is no joke. It's tough. I mean, you gotta be strong. You gotta be fast. You get thrown down. How tough is it, Ali? I mean, it's tough, isn't it? I mean, my man here was wrestling the state champions this weekend. Blood coming out of his nose. I've seen him in here almost puke before he's worked so hard. I mean, not scary. Yesterday we had pukers. I mean, these kids work hard in here, boy. If you want to be a good wrestler, you gotta work hard. Don't you, Holden? I mean, Holden probably does about 10 practices a week. Gets after it. I mean, gets after it. I mean, like a champ, straight up. Okay, and same thing with all 3 of these. So if you can work hard in this sport, you're going to be able to be a wrestler. You know, you don't have to be super tall. You don't have to be super big. You can be anybody. If you can work hard, you can be a wrestler. So there you have it. Those are your 3 rules. Work hard, have fun, you know, love what you do, and be smart. Pay attention, listen. Okay, so if we can do those 3 things, you're in the house. Y'all ready to wrestle now? Come on now, let me ask that again. Are y'all ready to wrestle now? Take off jogging, let's go! Good job, guys. Listen, let's go, big circles, big circles! Circle, those big ones. Okay, let's get some skipping going right here. Skipping, skipping. I like to do this, guys. These are called cherry pickers. Coach Jack. Guys, if you look over here as you're passing, this is Coach Jack right here, and that's the legendary Coach Jack. Okay, if he has something to tell you, you better pay attention. Coach Jack's the man. Coach Jack and I just went to Dan Gable's house a couple months ago. Pretty cool deal right there. Back to the jog. One fast lap, go! One fast one. See if anybody can pass me. On the outside, back to a jog. Going on your arms, that jog. Going out. Now do the shovel in, like this. Let me tell you a secret here. Don't ever cross your feet as a wrestler. Take short, tiny baby steps. Look at my baby steps. They're tiny ones. Now do it looking outside. Don't cross your feet, you'll fall down. And if you fall down, somebody will jump on top of you. Can't let that happen. Back we go. Okay, I'm going to give you a number. You got to pay attention and listen here. Remember your number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. You already get one. Did everybody get one? Yeah. 2. You already got one? All right, on the black mat, let's go. Coach Jack, could you please give me an anchor? Right where the black and red mat meets. Thank you, sir. Come on, you got to hustle with your muscle over here. Come on. Anytime you're on a wrestling mat, you got to hustle. You know, always. You know, that hustle, you know what that word means? It's the same thing as like work hard. You know, just everything you do, you try hard at, okay? All right, so we talk about this every week. I've been doing these beginner classes for like 7 or 8 years, parents, and it's so important, you know, at a young age, or for really any age for that matter, to learn how to tumble, especially in wrestling. You know, wrestling is a lot of rolling and twisting and balancing and leveraging, and you know, if you can't do that or you don't understand that, it's hard to perform a wrestling move. Okay, so that's why, you know, really at any level, you look at the Olympics or maybe the Russians, who are the best country in the world at wrestling, if they have a 2-hour practice, an hour of that practice is devoted to what we're going to do right now. Tumbling, balancing, learning how to do handsprings, flexibility. And then when they go out there and wrestle, oh my gosh, you can see it. So what we like to do here, guys, what we're talking about is you have to learn how to be like a ninja kind of. You got to be able to flip and roll and twist and be flexible. So this is called the warm-up. We're going to work on all this stuff right now. The first one is really, really simple. Carson, can you give us just like we were doing the other day, we kind of like dive and go right to a nice little forward roll up to a stance. So these are your forward rolls. But look, Carson doesn't hit his head. Comes right down. He dives out a little bit. If you don't want to dive out, you can do it like this. You can just come down. I don't touch my head, and it's smooth. If you listen to it, it's not that loud. Listen. It wasn't that loud, was it? So try to make it smooth. That's one of the keys right here. So this is just your simple, standard forward roll. Off your butt, Bubba. Off your butt, up, up, up. All right, so number 1, you're going down. When you come back, jog back, but jog back on the sides. Don't come through the middle because people are going to be doing stuff through the middle. All right, number 1's forward rolls. Go! Oh, you touched your head. Don't touch your head. Keep going. You got to keep trying all the way down. There you go. That was better. 2's go. 3's go. 4's go. Oh, you got to try it. That's one of the. That's like this. You can try it. You can do it. 5's go. Everybody else go. Try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! You got it. Here. You can do it by yourself too. You try it. Try it. All right, everybody back here. Back here. Oh, that wasn't bad, but I think he touched his head. He's on his head. Y'all see that? Didn't I tell him not to? Who heard me say don't touch your head? What's he doing? I don't know why. You know, sometimes I tell kids don't do that. Guess what? They do it. Okay? So try to pay attention and listen. Okay, so the next one, guys, next one's a simple backwards roll. Okay, you do a little bit of a backwards roll. I like to spring up high and not touch my back knees. Carson, can you give us one? Highs, can you give us one? Holden, can you give us one? Okay, see how they don't touch their back knee and they kind of come right back up to their feet? That's what you're trying to do. Nice little simple backwards roll right there. All right, here we go. Number 1's. Going backwards here. Go. Where's all my number 1's? Come on. 2's, go.
Number 1's are not.
Oh, you got to get a little bit more momentum. You got to go faster. 3's, go. 4's, go. Everybody else, go. You're going too slow. There you go. Look at the girl. Touch your back knee. Don't touch your back knee. Don't touch your back knee. Bad girl. Good. All the way down. All the way down. Hey, you got to go backwards, boy. You got to go backwards. Yeah. This is backwards. Here, down, and roll. Hey, that's backwards. All right, back over here. Back over here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hop back. Hop back. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Forward rolls, backwards rolls. Almost everybody does it in wrestling. Guys, pay attention. Listen, I've been all over the world and all over the country and a lot of wrestling practices, and everybody rolls around, okay? They learn how to roll. It's important, okay? Next one, okay? You know, you got your car wheels and your roundels, but here we like to do some frog flips, okay? And remember, everybody's got to try, okay? Hey, stop. Okay, everybody's got to try. These frog flips are fun, so pay attention. How do I know if you're paying attention? You got to watch. You got to watch, okay? So you start down on your knees. You go to your hands. You go to your head, and you spring like a spring, like this. And it flips you right back into this thing. This is called the bottom position in wrestling. Sometimes you're on bottom. Sometimes people are on top of you. When you're on bottom, you're like this. So look, I come here, hit my head, and I flip over. Okay? You're going to try your best here, but look how I spring. This right here, everybody do this. Hold your hands like this, and then really quick do this. That's a spring. Do it again. Hold it like this, and then do this. So watch my hands, okay? When my head hits, my hands are going to be like that, and I'm going to do this, and it flips me. Watch. Spring. Puts me right back there like magic. All right, here we go. Number 1s. Start on your knees. Ready? Go. Come on, who can get this? 2s, go. 3s, go. I haven't seen anybody get it yet. 4s, go. 5s, go. Good. Oh, you got it. Right on back. Am I good? Right on back. No. All right. All right, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Ooh. Not bad. Hey, I stole that one from that guy up there in that white poster. He taught me that. His name's Miran Karchalava. He's a Russian. He runs a school up in Columbus. His son's the #1 wrestler in the country. Just signed with Ohio State last year. He's really, really good. So, you know, again, the Russians flipping, rolling, and boy, does that help you with explosion and everything like that. So that's one to work on, right? Okay, next one's fun. It's called the Crazy Bear. Okay, let's get a few crazy bears at once here. Let's get to my 3 big boys. Boys, can you give me some crazy bears all the way down to the black mat? Ready, set, go. So they get into a bear crawl. Look how they just spin, spin, spin. Sometimes they do a little knee slide. See that little knee slide? That's a pretty cool wrestling move right there. Did you see that? Guys, can you just go back down there, bring it back again, and watch when they slide on their knees like they're skating. It's kind of cool. Go ahead, guys. If you can do it, do it. See that little knee slide? He spins and then he goes, slides on his knee. Boy, is that an important move in wrestling. The knee slide, use that one a lot. All right, here we go. Crazy bears with some spins and knee slides if you think you can do it. All the way down to the Coach Jack over there. Ready, #1's go. #2's go. Don't cross your legs. Don't go to your knees unless you're skating across them. 3's go. 4's go. 5's go. Off your knees, please. All right, down your knees like a bear. There you go. There you go. Turn the other way too. Oh, you're all right. Come on. Don't worry about that. Okay, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Hey, not bad with that. Not bad with that. Okay, off your butts, off your knees, please. Okay, pay attention. Okay, this next one's a little bit more trickier, especially if this is your first wrestling practice. But this is an important one. This is one that you're going to do forever, as long as you're a wrestler. You got to learn how to shoot, not like a bang bang shoot, okay, but like shoot and try to get somebody's legs and get a takedown. Okay, do you know what a takedown is? Okay, so the takedown would basically be like if I tackled you down to the ground. Okay, I took you down. Okay, that's what a takedown is. Like if I had you here and I went, boom, that's what I just did. I took you down. That's a takedown. Okay, so if you want to learn how to do that kind of stuff, okay, there's a way that you shoot. Pay attention here. It's called heel-toe knee. Raise your hand if you think you know what the heel-toe knee is. All right, some of you. Okay, so look, I go heel, toe, knee, and I shoot, and then the other foot comes up. Heel, toe, and then I shoot. And I'm imagining there's legs right in front of me. Holden, come here real quick. I'm imagining like Holden would be, you know, like right here, and I'm coming in for his legs. I'm trying to take him down like that, okay? But I'm just picturing that in my head, and I'm going, give me those legs. And I pull them in, and I hug them. And I go, give me the legs. And I come all the way down in a straight line. Heel, toe, what's the next one? Knee. That's right. So let's do it again. What's that? Heel, toe, knee. Do it again. Heel, toe, knee. There it is, baby. All right, it's your turn. #1's ready. Heel, toe, knees. Hey, here's another thing. This is not a race. Please go slow. I want it perfectly. I don't care how fast you do this one. Start on your knees, please. Ready? #1's go. 2's go. There you go. 3's go. 4's go. I can't believe how many people are getting this right. 5's go. Yes. All the way. Come on. Oh, that's nice. All right, bring it back. Bring it back to the black. All the way to the knee. Boy, that's good. Good job. Get. He's getting it. All the way. Look at that. He's almost got it. Oh, he got it. Nice. Good job. All right, jog back. Good work. Good work. Hey, that's one again. I don't care how old you are. You know, people training for the Olympics right now. They're working on their heel-toe knees. The penetration shot can always get faster. It can always get stronger. It can always get more explosive. The penetration stuff is huge. And sometimes it takes a while to develop, dads, you know, moms. It takes a long time to develop a really good, super good penetration step. But, you know, you just got to keep working on it. You know, practice makes perfect. And you can work these penetration steps at home, on the carpet, with sweatpants on, in the snow, anywhere. You know, just keep working on them penetration steps, and you'll keep getting better at it. Now let's try it one more time, but this one's just a little bit trickier because we got to do it airborne. On our feet from this. What's this called? One more time. What's this called? Everybody get in it real quick. Get into a stance. Get into a good stance. Let me see your best stance. This is mine right here. Here we go. Spread your legs a little bit. Don't be right next to someone. Get a little space. Get your butt down. Get your butt down. Feel the burn here, baby. Elbows in. Elbows in. Elbows got to be in. Good. Shake it out. I saw somebody like this earlier. I saw somebody like this. Their hands are way out. And I was like, what the heck? Feels like they're Superman flying. Okay? You don't want to be like that. Your elbows want to be in. Okay? So we're going to be taking some shots. Here's what it looks like. It's going to be the same thing. Look. Heel, toe. Knee. Heel, toe. This is called the water bottle test. I could set a water bottle right here and it wouldn't fall down. See if you can get to it real quick. Everybody give me a water bottle test right here. Back knee is not on the mat. This is completely straight. Where you at? Now that's going to fall. You got to get down a little bit lower. Don't hit the knee. You got to step that forward a little bit more. No. Yep. Right there. Ooh. Yep. No. No. Yup. Feel the burn, baby. Yup. 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 He's got it. Who else has got it? Who else has got it? You gotta go lower. You gotta go lower. All right, time to shake it out a little bit. Shake it out a little bit. It burns a little bit, doesn't it? Okay, the more you do it. But look, every time I step, water bottle, shoot. Water bottle. Back knee's not touching, but it almost touches. Shoot. Ooh. All the way down. Okay, it's not a race. Number one, let's go. From your stance, do it on your right leg and then your left leg. Both legs. Twos, go. Threes, go. Fours, go. Fives, go. Use both feet to leave. Atta girl. That's pretty good. Good in your stance, though. In your stance. Do a different stance. Now this. There you go. Both legs. All right, good job, good job. All right, here we go. Now, last one. Last one here. I just want to see who's really fast. Okay, so this is a race. This is a race. Okay, first one down there for the number ones wins. First one back over there for the number twos wins. You cannot start on the red mat. Everybody's on the black mat. Black mat. Black mat. All right, here we go. Number ones, you're up first. First one over there to Coach Jack wins. Coach Jack, I want you to inspect if you can maybe pick out the fastest kid that, you know, maybe you can remember who you think is the fastest. All right, number ones. Go! Twos, get ready. Go! Threes, get ready. Go! Everybody else is going right here. Here we go. Who's going to win this one? Are you racing? Okay, go get down there fast. I want you to be. Hold on. Yeah. Ready, set, go! Oh, you still got her. All right. All right, everybody over here. Find a white line. Hurry up. Find one of these white lines. Get into a big circle. Right here. No. This one. That white line. Find a spot on it. Find a spot on this white line. Who was the fastest?
Crimson was. Him and Parson was right there tied.
Both Crimson?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
All right.
we're right there.
Okay. Very nice. Wow. Hey, we should have a quick race off. Yeah, we'll do one at the end. Maybe a quick race off to see who's the fastest. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is footwork. Okay, gotta have good feet, parents. You know, you gotta have like quick feet in wrestling. Look at my feet, guys. Everybody, look at my shoes. Look at my shoes. This is how wrestling moves most of the time. Tiny steps. Okay, so jumping rope is huge in wrestling. You know, if you think your kid's old enough or big enough to start jumping a rope, get them one as early as you can. Start working on that jump rope, and that's huge. Okay, but this right here is called line drills. Okay? You're going to hop in front and back 30 times as fast as you can. I want to see if anybody can beat one of the big boys on this one. Okay? But look, you don't touch your white line. You do this. Look at my feet. I never touch. I never touch my white line. All right, hold on. First one to 30 wins. Ready? Set. Go! Don't touch your white line. Feet gotta stay together. Feet gotta stay together. Glue your feet together.
Oh, we're doing just one.
Woo. Here we go. Now it's side to side. First one 30 wins, just like this, side to side. But don't touch your white line. Ready, set, go!
Don't cheat yourself. Do all 30.
We got some crazy feet in here. We got some crazy feet in here.
I am counting.
You gotta go sideways. Like this sideways. Like this. All right. Last one. Last one's called skiers. Okay? Skiers or splitters. You split them. You start with one in the front, one in the back. You start doing this. But you don't touch your white line. I like to do this with my hands too. I like to make spikes. First one to 30 wins. I think he might be able to win right here. I'm going to watch. Ready? Set. Go! Oh my goodness, he's got crazy feet. Whoa! What happened? He's doing like the cha-cha.
We're splitting our feet, guys.
What are you doing over here? Oh, my goodness.
There you go. You got him.
John! He might have took you guys out. Did you take him out? Did you beat him? You don't know. Okay, maybe.
You wouldn't count.
You'll know if you want. Okay, so good job with the footwork. We got a few more things to do here with the warm-up. Remember, this is all the warm-up. At a young age, you gotta have this. I mean, again, no matter what age you are, parents, but at a young age, they need to know this before they learn an inside trip or front headlock head in the hole or an ankle pick or something like that. They gotta know how to move. You're never gonna be able to hit a good shot if you don't know how to move, okay? And there's a certain way wrestlers move, and that's what we're working on right now, okay? But we got a couple more things to do, okay? This is the push-up challenge, and this is a test. This is a test, okay? This is a test to see if you're strong enough to be a wrestler. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you do have to be kind of strong to be a wrestler. If you're a tiny little toothpick and you're not strong at all, you're going to struggle a little bit, okay? But if you're doing your push-ups, if you're doing your pull-ups, if you're doing, you know, your sit-ups, all your ups, you're going to be strong enough to be a wrestler, okay? But I know that being strong, boy, that certainly helps. That boy back there, his name's Mason Harris. He's strong. Okay, he's number two heavyweight in the country, one of the best in the world. He's like 270 pounds, pure steel. That probably helps a little bit. That helps. That's one of the reasons why he's so good. Okay, but so let's get back to our test here. 10 push-ups, and you know what? You know, if you can't do them, you need to tell yourself, I need to get stronger. I am not strong enough. Gosh dang it, I can't even do 10 perfect push-ups. This stinks. I'm gonna go home and work on it. All right, here we go. Ready? Push up position. And they got to be perfect ones. Coach Jack, same thing. I'm looking for the most perfect push-up, please. I'm looking for the most perfect push-up. All right, here we go. Ready? Push-up position.
Straighten them backs up.
Down.
One.
Come on, I couldn't hear you there. Down. Two. This is 3. Down.
Three.
All the way. Go down.
Down.
Four.
All the way down.
Down.
Five.
All the way down.
Down.
Six.
Keep your back straight. Right down.
Down.
Seven.
Wow, look at Leah. She's crushing it. This is perfect. Down.
Eight.
Let me hear you, please. Come on, boys. Down.
Nine.
Last one. Scream it. Down.
10.
Nice job. Okay. So, anybody stick out over there, Coach Jack? The most perfect push-up? Wow, look at that. And that makes sense. You know, he's a strong little dude right there. Okay. You gotta get that technique though, Superman. Okay. Here we go. I need 10 sit-ups. Let's go. 10 sit-ups, please. All the way up. All the way up. Work on that six-pack. Work on that six-pack, baby. You gotta work on that core. Work on that core. Trying to get up now. Ready? All the way up to me. Yeah! You got it. 2 more, please. Up. Yeah! Go! Come on, one more. I know you got it. Keep your hands on your head. Squeeze! Come on, get up here. Get up here, please. Oh, you pushed your hand. Cheated. You gotta get strong. All right, back up to your feet. Back up to your feet. Shake it out a little bit. Shake it out. Act like you got water on you. Act like you're a dog shaking your leg for a second. Shake it out a little bit. Shake that. Shake. Okay, good. All right, next thing. Next thing. Okay, so those are your push-ups. Those are your sit-ups. We're almost done with the warm-up. These are called sprawls. And for those of you that are new at wrestling, pay attention, because this is what you do when someone tries to pick you up and slam you. Do you want that? Do you want that? Okay, then you better pay attention to this one. Yes. What? What? Are you going to show me a sprawl? What? Okay. I lost you there, buddy. All right. Good sprawls here. I know we got some good sprawls over here. Can Casey here? Casey's a stud. Just placed third at state. He's one of the kids I was talking about, man. He had 2 nose plugs in there. He's bleeding all the whole match, but he didn't give up. This kid never gives up. He's got a good sprawl. Look at his sprawl here. All right, here we go. Give me 2 of them. Go. One more. Go. That's a good one. Give me 2 sprawls on your own. Go. Yes. Again. 2 sprawls, please. Go. Again. Wow. See how fast that is? Yes. And when they come right back up, they come back up to their what? They come back up to their what? Stance. Watch Aaliyah. She just took second at state. Okay? So she's a hammer. If you wrestle her later on, you better watch out. Watch this sprawl. 2 of them. Go. Boom! Boom! You know why I like them? Because you can hear them. A good sprawl you can hear. It's like a... Okay? You know, when I used to wrestle, even if there was 80 kids in the room, you always knew where I was at because you could hear my sprawls. Pow! Pow! A good sprawl is loud. Okay? You 3 together. 3 of your loudest sprawls in a row. You don't have to wait for me to go. Just 3 of them. Go. Nice. Oh, you're almost on the bubble. Would have been a lot better if you're on the bubble. Okay, all right, here we go. I need 10. Hey, what are you doing over there, homie? Hey, what are you doing? He's breaking one of the rules, isn't he? You want to listen, was he? You got to listen. Okay? You agreed to this. Those are one of your rules. Okay? All right, here we go. Just go ahead and get 10 good sprawls on your own every single time you come back up to your stance. Let me see it. Here we go. Start your stance. Ready.
Come on, down there. Down.
Sets. Elbows in, baby. Elbows in. Don't be out there. You're telling people to come and get me. Don't do that.
Down.
Lock them.
Stand.
10 of them. Ready? Go! 10 sprawls. Come on, I can hard to hear those.
Stand.
Down there quicker. Try not to be your right leg up. Go to your belly button. Go to your belly. No, that is not your belly. Touch your shirt. That's better. Come on. 4 more. Hurry up. Faster. Try not to dive out. Throw the legs back. Don't dive forward. Throw the legs back. That was better. Okay. You gotta kind of use your hands and catch yourself. You don't want to smash every single time. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right. We finally made it to the last part of our warm-up here, and this is called the knee-ups. Okay. This works on your explosion. Stand up, Bubba. This works on your explosion because in wrestling, it's really important to get from this line to this line really fast. Fast. Okay. That's called explosion. If you can jump really high in the air, it shows that you're explosive. A lot of great wrestlers do this. This is a thing, you know, parents, you'll see a lot of high-level wrestlers, college kids, Olympians, you know, right before they step out onto the mat, boom, they'll jump up, get their knees up, kind of gets the blood flowing, gives your body a shock, almost like jumping in ice-cold water to get you going. Kaiser's got a good one here. Kaiser, can I get 4 super good knee-ups? Get them up. Let's go. See, he gets them up pretty high. He's got some pretty good explosion, okay? Jump up and get those knees up. Okay, all right, here we go. 10 times. I want to see who can jump the highest. I wonder here who can jump the highest out of all you kids. All right, 10 of them. Ready? Go! In a row! Oh, that's a bunny hop. Oh, come on. You got to jump up higher than that. Get your knees up. Get your knees up. Okay, good job. Good job. All right. So now you are officially warmed up. And again, parents, he never stops. You know, one of the keys to victory, half the battle of winning is getting ready to go. Just getting warmed up. Okay, so no matter if this is your first practice ever, or if this is your, 10,000th practice, you're still got to get ready. It doesn't matter how good you are, right, Coach Jack? That's right. You got to get ready. You got to get ready. If you don't get ready, you're going to have a tough time winning. You might beat a kid 8 times, but then the one time you didn't get ready, that's that time that kid beat you. You're like, how did that kid beat me? Well, maybe I didn't get ready. I didn't eat breakfast. I overslept. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Okay? All right, let's get a quick little stretch out here. Roll out your ankles, please. Roll out your ankles. Good job. Good job. Roll out your other ankle. Hop down here like this. Hop down. Hop down. Hop. Find some somebody next to you and knock them over. Gotcha. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Ah! Got him. Ah! Got him. Got him. Yes. Done. All right, back up on your feet. All right, now see, put your hands up here and see if you can kick your hands like this. Kick your hands. Don't kick your face, though. I've done that before. Kick your hands. Kick your hands. Come on. Oh, come on. Get it up there. Don't kick anybody. All right, time. Time. Good. Roll out those arms a little bit.
Roll out your arm.
Okay, now get on your head, just like this, okay? And roll it around. Roll it around in circles. Don't touch your knees. Okay, so you want to see a cool trick? This is another Russian trick that I learned from Coach Moran when I was little. This is called the over and back. All the Russians do this one. All of them do this one, okay? Can you three do it? Okay, you guys bring it in here and I'll do it too. Okay, let me just do one first, then I'll have you guys pop out a few of them. So you flip over and you flip back, but there's technique to it. Just like anything in wrestling. You might see somebody do something. How did that person do that technique? There's a way to do it. You just got to pay attention and figure it out. I'm going to try to show you right here. So look, you start on your hands, you flip over to your toes. I'm on my toes. I'm looking back here. I'm looking at you two, right here. Okay? And then what I do is I take one foot and I try to kick. My eyes stay there the whole time. I kind of load down, I push up, and I kick. And it pushes me right back. On my toes. On my toes. On my toes. I'm always on my toes. Okay? Watch where you're going. Give it a try. Go ahead. I'll give you about 30 seconds. Lily's got it. Who else has got it? We got a few over here that's got it. Anybody over here got it? Oh, so close. Keep trying. Keep trying. You got more time. Watch it. Watch out. You're about to get kicked. Got it. Anybody do it over here? Good. Here we go. Kick. Kick. Woo! Got it, baby. Nice. What happened? Did you fall down on your shoulder? Hey. Hey. You'll be okay. You'll be all right. You'll be fine. Trust me. Okay? Hey. That's just the ball. That's just the ball. You're fine. All right, time. Good job. All right, everybody on your feet. Everybody on your feet. Hey, guys, remember, for those of you that are new to wrestling, hey, a lot of times you get bumped. Sometimes you get a bloody nose. Sometimes you get a black eye. Sometimes you get a bloody lip. You know what I say? Who cares? Who cares? It only hurts a little bit. Quit crying about it. It's not that big of a deal. It'll fix itself, okay? It's fine. You know, you got to be tough as a wrestler, don't you? Don't you guys? I mean, straight up, you got to be tough. You ever had a black eye? You ever had a black eye? You ever had a black eye? You ever had a bloody lip? You ever had a bloody lip? You ever had a bloody lip? You ever had a bloody nose? Bloody nose? Bloody nose? Yeah, it happens. Big deal. Okay? My old coach, he used to love it. You know, Coach Mena, he was a beast. He was Gable trained. But Coach wasn't. When he would get a bloody lip, he'd be like, oh, I love it. Lets me know I'm in it now. Kind of woke him up a little bit. Gave him a little second wind. So, you know, when you get bumped, just do this. All right. Okay. Okay, so now that we got all that out, let's do something called shadow wrestling. This is the most important thing you ever do as a wrestler. The most important thing you ever do as a wrestler is shadow wrestle. Okay? And this is basically like you're wrestling an imaginary shadow. Somebody that's in front of you. And here's the cool thing. Guess what? You're going to win your first match. Because nobody loses to their shadow. You're going to win. Okay? I hope you don't lose to your shadow. If you lose to your shadow, you're in trouble. Okay? You should crush your shadow. Okay? So let's get some shadow wrestling examples here. How about my three big boys here? My three big boys here who have wrestled, you know, for many, many years. Guys, we do this almost every practice, don't we? Every single practice. You know? And, you know, yeah, maybe when you first did it, you hardly knew what you were doing, but even now you're still working on it, aren't you? I always tell you, quit slanting that head, little things like that. You know, quit, going down so much, having your head down, getting a little bit lower. You can always work on your stance. So let's watch these kids here for about 20 seconds, do some shadow wrestling, and then you're going to go out there and do the same thing. All right, here we go, guys. 20 seconds, go back medium pace. Don't go super fast. Ready, go. So look, they're doing that heel toe knee shot. You'll see them probably sprawl, watch their feet. Look at their tiny steps that they're taking most of the time, unless they shoot. And they're doing different moves like high crotches, double legs, sweep singles. These are moves that they're doing. Every time you see them, see that was a sprawl. That's the one that we did earlier. He's imagining somebody's coming in and trying to get his legs. Now if you look at their hands, they're grabbing imaginary hands. They're grabbing people's hands. They're moving them around. They're faking. 10 more seconds fast. You can go. And this one goes a little bit faster. Time. That's called shadow wrestling. Okay? And again, whether this is your first practice ever or whether you've been doing it for a long time, this is the big one. This is the big one. So it's your turn. Spread out. Find a spot on the mat. Anywhere you want. Anywhere you want. Because there's a lot of space right here. I don't know who wants that spot. This is the best spot right in the middle. Got it. Nice job. Snooze, lose. All right, here we go. It's time to shadow wrestle. I'm looking to see who's got some good stuff. Okay, so get low. Get low. That's one of the huge keys. Hey, and I'm going to show you another trick. Here's how you know you're low enough. Touch the mat with your fingers, like this. But you got to see in front of you still. You can't do this. Ugh, what's down there? Bam! Someone's going to crush you. So you got to be like this, and you know you're low enough. I put my fingers on the mat a lot. Ready, set, go! Shadow wrestle! Come on now, get your fingers on the mat. Hey, you got to do this. Let's go. Get them going, Kaiser. Come on. Get them going. There you go. Good. Try not to cross your feet, though. Can I see one of those sprawls, please? Sprawl. Sprawl. Sprawl your legs. Hey, that one that we did. Boom. Right back up. There you go. How about a shot? How about a heel-toe knee shot? Shoot. Can you do it? Oh, so close. Almost. Come on, Casey. Pick it up, will you? Go slow over. Good. Same thing with you, Amelia. Pick it up, please. Nice foot fire. Good. Good. Come on, give me some combinations. Give me some combinations. 10 seconds left. Let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Come on. There it is when he's fall. Come on, almost fell over on a shot. Come on now. And time. Okay, bounce it out. Everybody bounce, please. Bounce. You got to know how to bounce as a wrestler. And it's got to look good. You can't be like, you know, people are going to be like, I got this kid. You got to have a little swag in your bounce. You got to look good in your bounce. Just like this. Keep those feet moving. There you go. Take those hands out. And imagine this. Hey, imagine you're staring someone down like this. Coming out. Like if I was wrestling you. I was wrestling you. If you stare. Hey. You can't even make eye contact. You're so scared. Come on. That's what I thought. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. One more time. Ready? Your best shadow wrestle. Maybe this time you can even go a little bit faster. Set. Fingertip on the mat. Just one. Spread your feet wider. Yeah, get your feet wide. Wide. There you go. A little bit more in. Right there. Perfect. Yep. Right here, just one hand. Other hand's out like this. Okay? Get that butt down a little bit. Okay? Ready? Set. That's good. Go! Try not to go back. Come on, baby, let's go! Come on, Carson. Again, we're still moving. Go! Go, don't look at me. Go, knee, heel. Get your shadow back up. Go, knee on heel. Go, knee on heel. And done. All right, good job, y'all. Good job. Bring it in, please. Hurry up and hustle and bring it in. Hurry up and hustle. Okay, here comes maybe the hardest part of practice. You know what it is? This is the point where you got to like pay attention and watch me do something without like drifting off and thinking about rainbows and lollipops and pizza and stuff like that. Like, la, 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 la. Okay, I'm going to try to teach you a move. Are you going to pay attention? Okay, it's kind of hard because you're so little. Okay? You know, older people can pay attention pretty well. Look at Coach Jack over there. See how he's just quiet? He's paying attention. He hears everything. Okay? He's had a lot of practice. Okay? Look at Coach Jared over here. He's doing the same thing. He's paying attention. He's listening. Maybe you can act like a big boy or a big girl right here. Okay? Because I'm going to show you a double leg. Pretty simple one here. Okay? And, you know, you've probably seen some of you guys already know it before. That's fine. Hey, it don't matter. The double leg, you never perfect. Is there such thing as a perfect double leg, Coach Jack? No. You know, Jordan Burroughs is probably still working on his double leg, figuring out just tiny little details of how he can get in there a little bit. Okay? All right, so here comes the double leg takedown. This is a good one, dude. Okay? This is like a football tackle, kind of, right? This is where you get the blow somebody up. Shh, pay attention. This is where you get to blow somebody up. Okay? So you pay special attention. Okay? Put a special mission on him. There's donk on his head. He starts not paying attention. Did you hear that? You're going to get donked right in the head, buddy. You're going to be my learning. Coach Jared loves to donk people in the head. Okay? So you don't want to get donked. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? So here we go. Carson, come here real quick. Okay? So double leg. This is your chance to pay attention and maybe learn a nice little move. Okay? So there's something called level change. Remember that water bottle test? Raise your hand if you remember the water bottle test. Sweet. Watch this. So we both start, you're going to give it the partner, and you both start your stance just like this, okay? Actually, I'm going to kind of spread you guys out a little bit because, oh, parents, by the way, we do have this live on YouTube. I forgot to tell you guys. So when you go, you can go back and watch this later if you subscribe to Spatola Wrestling. This is on YouTube, okay? So, you know, not only can you learn this right now in the few minutes I'm going to show it to you, guess what you can do when you go home tonight? Click on YouTube and watch it again. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so pay attention here. Okay, so here we go. Get right here, buddy. You guys can bring it in a little bit closer, but just stay on this side. Okay? Stay on this side. Okay, so you get in your stance and you pick a foot. Raise your hand if you're right-handed. Okay, so, you know, most of the time if you're right-handed, you'll have your right foot in front. Maybe you want to have your left foot in front. It don't matter. Pick one. But you got to have one foot in front of the other foot. So here we go. I like having my right foot. Pay attention. See, it's hard. Little things happen. People flying around. Can you get locked in and pay attention and not listen to that? Let's see how smart you are. All right, so I'm right here. I'm in my stance. I like to kind of hit Carson's head, and I'm going to do what's called a level change. I get under his head. Watch. Is this like the water bottle thing? Yeah. Yup. And then guess what I do is I come in, I shoot my double leg. My knee's going to hit right in the middle. Okay? It hits right in the middle, and I get my head under this spot. Right there. Boom. Now take a look of how I am here. Do you see how I'm straight up right now? I'm not like this. Okay? Don't have your head by the butt. Okay? Why would you want to be a butt head? Okay? Don't be a butt head. Okay? Have your head up here by the stinky armpit. Okay? Up there. Not by the butt, period. Okay? So you want to be up here. Okay? This is called my power foot. I run through. Okay? I get off of this knee like this and I run. That's called double leg, baby. Okay? Now, could you hear that when we found? Raise your hand if you hear it. Yup. Okay? You should hear bodies hitting the floor. Okay? It shouldn't be like a. Okay? This is a tough sport here, remember? So you got to be a little physical. And remember, when we go out and drill, did Carson try to stop me? No, he didn't. So when your friend or your partner, they're going to try this move on you. And guess what? You got to let them do it, dude. You just got to sit there and take it. And then you get right back up. Okay? So let's do it again. Here we go, baby. Okay, so I got to get close to Carson. This is too far away. I'm trying to wrestle Carson, and I'm like, he's too far. I got to get in here. Okay? I touch him. I like to kind of pop him on top of the head. Now I know I'm close enough to him. There's those legs. That's what I want. I want those legs. So the first thing I have to do is that bottle thing, remember? Change it up. Here it is. Shoot. Okay, circle this way a little bit. Now what do I do? This is the fun part. That's it. Literally, that's it. I was just listening to parents. There's a guy named Stephen Neal. Look him up. 3-time Super Bowl champion, world champion wrestler. Incredible. And he just says, I sprint. I get in here and I sprint. That's all you do, baby. You blow them up like a good tackle. That's called a double leg. Okay? One of the best moves in the world, ain't it, Coach Jack? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay? I'm looking to see who's got the best double leg in here. It's your chance to go out there and try that now. You guys want to see it one more time? Yeah. One more time. Raise your hand if you want to see it one more time. That's good. Okay? Pay attention. Right? The level change is important. So, a few things you got to do. If there's 3 things you got to do, change your level to the water bottle test, shoot, which we already talked about, and sprint. Okay? Raise your hand if you remember the water bottle test. Okay? Raise your hand if you remember how to shoot. Raise your hand if you know what sprinting is. Okay. Coach, I think we should all get it then, right? Because everybody knows this one. Okay, move around a little bit, make sure he's in line. Okay, I got a good line. Water bottle. Shoot. Now the fun part. That's the fun part. You know, if you like slamming people, and if you like roughhousing in your living room, this is the best part. That's it. Okay? All right. Clap for 3. here, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at this, right? Bam. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna blow you up. Don't run away. Oh, you want me to go with you instead? I'll stay. 10 toes up. Hey, where are we? That's what I thought. Okay. All right, here we go. Your turn, buddy. Get your stance forward. Get your stance. Move your feet a little bit. Keep trying, guys. We'll be able to help you in a minute. Kaiser, hold it. Carson, take a group and just help him out. Okay? So I want to get a drill. He's going to do first. Okay, so you just stand up. Stand up. That's what you got to do. Okay? Get a little bit closer this way. Right here. How about putting your right hand in front? Right, have one in front. Okay, so water bottle test. There you go. Shoot. No, you didn't shoot. No. You got to shoot. Remember, the knee goes down. This knee goes down. Not that knee. This knee. Boom. That's a shot. Grab 2 legs. 2. That's only 1. I love you. On you. Get off your knee. Go. Up here. Good to go. Run that way fast. Go. Run. Run. Bam. Nice. Your turn now. You can blow him up. Come on now. Here we go. Ready? Oh, he's going left. Beautiful. Okay. So come forward. Left side. Double leg. Go ahead. Boom. Right there. Now. Okay. Like this. Get up straight.
It's hard.
Go. Run. 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 Nice. But you let go of his legs. Good. That was nice. You know why I like that? Because you started here and ended over there. That's how smart you are. Keep doing that. Keep drilling. Keep drilling. Guess what? It's your turn. Now you got to do his hand. Keep your stance forward. Let's see what we got cooking up here. Get your stance forward. Go like wide stance forward. You're going right. Where are you? Oh, it's your turn. Okay, so we give him a square stance. Square stance means both your feet are the same. And then if he's going, he puts his foot to be in front. From here, you just go do this. Like this. Just pick his foot. Very good. Let me see some double legs. Shoot. 2 legs, dude. Double leg. Now, you got to keep going. Shoot. Double. You got to keep going. There you go. Get up tall. No. I just right here. Yep. Sit. Now, shoot straight. All right. Now, okay. One more. You're good. You're good. Okay, so just get it right. Go! Go! Oh, you never came over. You started right here. Right there. And you just go right here. That's not sprint. Oh, what kind of shot was that? You gotta keep going. Take turns. Come on, hold. Keep going. Jeez, hold on. Stand straight up. Stand straight up. My goodness. You got a partner? Partner over there. Want to try it on me? Try it on me, baby. Did you look? I wasn't bad. I kind of like so he's got his knee on the ground. Nice shot. Boom. You're still kind of right here. Run. Run. Ah!
Sarah, you doing this? This one.
Yes. Bam! Nice. Good. I'm seeing a couple good ones. I'm seeing a couple ones. Pretty good at the end. I mean, you have now. What did you do wrong there? That's nice. And I stayed on this. Tell him! What's going on here? This isn't drilling. Just be lazy. Why are you rubbing your belly? Do a move. Get your stance. Both of you.
Down
now,
by the knees.
get in your stance. Whose turn is it? Yours? Do it. Do it. Drop the knee, hit a shot. It's just kind of like a knee. He didn't actually shoot. So remember the heel toe knee thing? What happened to that? Can we try that again? Yep. I'll go for it.
Good finish, but
Yep. Drop to that knee. Here.
take your shot one
Come on, off your knees. Come up to your feet. Go this way, this way, this way. Boom! Nice. Nice.
Oh, right there. Stop.
Here we go, Leah. Get Leah. That's a high cross for double leg. I just want a straight double. I just want a straight double. Double. Not bad, not bad. right, time. Everybody bring it in real quick. Everybody bring it in. Hey, that was pretty good. That was pretty good right there. I mean, you guys are out there trying and drilling. That's, you know, there's a lot of setups, parents, the double leg and things like that, but to me, those are the three important ones, right? The level change, the penetration step, the follow through. The follow through is a big one, right? A lot of people will get in and they don't follow through. Their head goes down, they stay on their knees, they don't finish. The follow through, but if you just think of it as a sprint, you know, it's pretty solid. It works. Any little kids that you got, anybody want to show and tell? Anybody think they got a good one? Let's see right here. These two? Okay, let's see. Are these your two? Look at Carson up right here. You want to go first? Okay. Back up so they don't hit you. All right, let's see. Get close enough. How do you know you're close enough to him? Get touch him. Remember, touch his head. Yep. Okay, pick a foot in front. Okay, here we go. Good. Just level. Double leg. Not bad. You know, what I noticed is the partner probably fell a little too early. You know, try to stay on your feet a little bit longer, because if you fall up right away, he's not able to follow through. Your turn. Okay? Always be a good partner, guys. Comes in. Ooh, wow, look at that deep shot. Not bad. What I liked about that is that he shot through the guy. He took a deep shot. Nice. Give those guys a clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So, you guys have done a great job. We've made it to almost the end of practice. Now is your chance. I'm going to let you guys wrestle a little bit. Who in here wants to wrestle? Who in here wants to try to take somebody down for real? That's what I'm talking about. So this is your chance to do what's called live wrestling. Here we go, baby. Spread out with your partner. Spread out. This is the real thing. This is the real deal. You're going to try to take somebody down here with everything you got. Right here. Here we go, baby. All right, here we go. Here's what you do in wrestling. Shake hands. You always want to shake hands because that's showing respect. Now, it's go time. I want to see who's tougher right here. Ready, set, wrestle. Oh, he comes in right away. Oh, he just got rammed it down to his back. Here comes his hips, though. He's got a head. He's tied up 2 to 2 right now. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Yes, that's an escape. That's an escape. Now he's popping to his back. Back points. Oh, he rolls his points. You're like, 2, 1, 2. All right, back up. Oh, nice double leg Amelia. Wow. Blew him up over there. Another one. Come on, baby. Get him. Get him. Take him down. Go get him. Get him. Get him. Who's going to get it first? Who's going to knock the other person down first? Who wants it here? He's got a head versus seat belt grip. Who's going to take the other kid down first? Go for the legs. Get the legs and they'll fall down. Get their legs. Oh, he's got him on top of him. Got him. Nice. Time. Hurry up. Find a new partner. Find somebody new. Hurry up. Hurry up. Let's go. You two. You two. Right here. There you go. You two. There you go. Are you afraid of him? Oh my God. Look at him. He's always afraid of you. Don't be afraid. I'll put you with bigger kids. How about this? We got him right here. There we go. Stay rest. Go. There you go. All right. You and you. Oh, you can go. That's fine. That's fine. All right, here we go. Ready? Last one of the evening. Make it count. Get after it. The first thing I want you to do is give him a death stare. Stare him right in the face and look at him and see who's scared. Who's going to blink first? Who's going to blink first?
Get that stance. Not your stance. Stand straight up.
Oh, look at this stand out. Oh, wow.
Ready to go?
Wow. Ready? This is going to be good. This is going to be classic.
Stand straight up.
Wrestle!
Take the double leg, not towards the head. No.
Get up. Take his leg.
We're going to go behind. Not a 2-man. That's 2 right there. Look at little Fred. He's trying to get him some. Casey, better get after him. Letting him beat on you. I don't know why. He can go, Fred. Tear him up. Looks like he's just laying. Throw him into the wall. There you go. Oh, don't get underneath him.
Don't just fall over.
Go, Ron. Good job, Jelly. Push.
Wow.
There you go, buddy.
Time. Nice job, everybody. Clap. Clap. Come on. Back up. It's over. It's over. Bring it in closer, please. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's try it again. Ready? Come on. Stop. All right. Okay. Hey, everybody give Coach Jack a 5 real quick. Everybody give him a big 5. Give him a 5. Give him a 5. Give him a 5. Give him a 5. Coach Jack is the man. He is the man. Coach Jack, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? And make sure you thank Coach Jarrett. Okay? You can give the big guys some noogies. Okay? Maybe everybody to try to take down Carson all at once. Okay? I think maybe 10 of you could get them. Okay? Hey, thanks for coming out tonight, guys. Appreciate it. We'll be out here again next week. And we'll be doing these Friday classes for quite a bit longer towards the end of March. But, you know, if you guys keep these going, I think that, you know, some of y'all in here will be able to transfer into the Monday through Thursdays. And we got a tournament coming up at the University of Cincinnati in April. It's got a young kid division, so we can keep you guys busy. And thanks for coming out tonight. Y'all worked hard. Hands in the middle. Let's break it down as champions, baby. Some of y'all had your first practice ever, and it was awesome. Hopefully the first of thousands, okay? Let's go champs on 3. Loud and proud. You have to scream champs, okay?
No.
Earring picture. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Champs! Nice job, guys. Good work. Good work. Hey, if you're in my private class after, quick drink, and I'll meet you right back out there. Nice job, dude.
Come on, sit down and get your shoes on.